term automatic negative thoughts.
Yeah, and the acronym for that is ANTS, A-N-T-S. And he said, every time you have a sad, hopeless, mad, cranky, unkind, judgmental, or helpless thought, your brain immediately releases chemicals that make you feel awful.
Those awful feelings can happen not only when negative thoughts happen,
Right.
but also when negative words are spoken.
Join us for life stories
And meaningful moments in the community. Hey there, glad you joined us.
Here's a question: do the words you speak hurt or heal?
Wow, we're Doug and Lynn Nodland from SharingLife'sLessons.com. And I think we're going to look into this a little deeper today.
Right. Maybe you remember a phrase from when you were growing up that said, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Well, maybe you even sang it, because many caregivers, moms and dads, gave that message to little ones.
Yeah, thought maybe that'd kind of toughen them up a little bit, or maybe teach them to turn the other cheek.
Right.
But the problem is,
It's not true.
words can hurt or
Yes.
help a lot. Right.
Yes. And maybe you're a kind person and you wouldn't normally say something terrible to someone else, but
Maybe you're not so kind to yourself.
and we don't notice these messages that we give ourselves.
Like I'm just so fat, or I'm so stupid, or
Yes,
whatever.
or anything like that.
Not so good. Words can be very powerful. In fact, there's an anonymous saying that says, you can change the course of your life with your words.
But there is solid science around this subject. Several years ago, we invited Dr. Daniel Amen to a conference that we had organized.
Right.
He's a neuroscientist and a psychiatrist, and he came up with the term automatic negative thoughts.
Yeah, and the acronym for that is ANTS, A-N-T-S. And he said, every time you have a sad, hopeless, mad, cranky, unkind, judgmental, or helpless thought, your brain immediately releases chemicals that make you feel awful.
Those awful feelings can happen not only when negative thoughts happen,
Right.
but also when negative words are spoken.
Yeah, exactly. And some of the symptoms of that are things like tense muscles and clammy hands.
Increased heart rate and decreased activity in the frontal and temporal lobes.
Not so good.
Right, because that decreases abilities to learn, memory, and judgment.
So we know that we want to decrease those negative effects and get rid of those ants, so to speak.
Exterminate them.
Right, exactly. And just the good news is, with the positive words, just the opposite thing happens with our body and mind.
So let's look at some ways that we can get rid of those ants and have more positive thoughts and words.
Right. Choose your predictions carefully.
You can predict the worst, but it will not help you. So predict the best result.
And an example would be, I can't do that.
Versus, I can do that. Yes, I can.
Don't assume.
Don't assume negative, and do assume positive. And if necessary, clarify.
Example, I know they don't like me.
Versus, if they only knew me, they would like me.
Avoid negative labels.
Don't label anybody, yourself or others. We're all human.
For example, I'm a quitter.
Versus, I'm not a quitter. I can always learn and get the help I need.
Get rid of guilt.
Don't beat yourself up for the past.
For example, I feel so guilty about my past.
Versus, I've learned from the past and I won't make those mistakes again.
Stop blaming others.
Own your choices.
For example, it's your fault I'm failing.
Versus, I can be successful because I can make changes.
What about you? Do you speak words that hurt or heal? Words are powerful. Remember, we can change not only our lives, but the lives of others with our words.
And we encourage you to choose your words wisely so that you can avoid hurting and instead promote healing.
We'd love to hear your thoughts. You can contact us at wecare@sharinglifeslessons.com.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.